Hi guys. So for my article, I chose to read an article called "This is Trump's Fault." The article starts off by talking about coronavirus and immediately jumps into how it involves Trump. They didn't blame Trump for coronavirus necessarily, but for nearly everything it has caused in the US. I thought the article was a bit harsh and very biased. You could tell the article was written by someone who did not like Trump, and it was intended for those of the same nature. Overall, the article was created to bring hate to Trump, and through harsh allegations, biased opinions, and one sided viewing, I think is an effective, persuasive article. This article is intended to bring hatred to people on the edge of voting for him again, and to secure the hatred for people already against him. And although this article will most likely have no effect on Trump supporters, it doesn't stop this article from being very persuasive. It is very hard to persuade people on politics, and specifically to persuade one party to vote for another party. But this article takes no time to let people get their thoughts in order. Author David Frum immediately jumps into why Trump is to blame for the crisis going on in America right now. In his opening paragraph, he immediately lists 6 things, and after all those 6 things, he states this is Trump's fault for every single one. And he says here, the pandemic occurred is not Trump's fault. The utter unpreparedness of the United States for a pandemic is Trump's fault. The loss of stockpiled respirators to breakage because the federal government let maintenance contracts lapse in 2018 is Trump's fault. The failure to store sufficient protective medical gear in the national arsenal is Trump's fault. The states are bidding against each other for equipment, paying many multiples of the pre-crisis price for ventilators is Trump's fault. Air travelers summoned home and forced to stand in hours of dense airport crowds alongside infected people, that was Trump's fault too. And when he says this, it is meant to catch the audience off guard and to draw them in as to why this is Trump's fault. This is very much one-sided viewing and meant to confuse people and make them rethink, which is in turn a very effective technique. Throughout the rest of the article, Frum goes to explain why Trump is at fault, but he doesn't stop with Trump. He lashes out toward the Republican Party, targeting his work crew, other Republicans, and even Fox News, saying they knew Trump was at fault for certain things he was doing and they covered it up to protect him. This is meant to get into the audience's head and make everybody on one side despise people on Trump's side. The whole article was just one side against another, and he made choosing Trump's side look evil. And although these allegations are very biased, he groups the audience into 2 groups of people, the people on his side and the people on the other side. Through these biased opinions, one-sided viewpoints, and harsh allegations, this is a great persuasion article to get people to rethink and turn against Trump. Frum doesn't even think to mention all the good things that Trump has done since being in office. He only cares to talk about him in a bad way, and it just so happens that being in a worldwide crisis, he can make it seem all that much sweeter. Thank you.